Haifa celebrating the healing power of the arts. And just now I'm about to go interview the founder of Own Your Rubbish, Lori. Come on, let's go, follow me. Carpeting and the end wall is crocheted recycled chocolate. And then these funky chairs. So I don't know if you can see a close-up of the bottle top. Bottle top chair. That's interesting. And then at the back there we have, it's not really paper mache, it's made from the small billboards you get advertising newspaper headlines. So that's made from there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's great work. And how did you manage to identify the communities that you're working with?
Luckily I had friends who were kind of doing bits of work with them already. I've obviously found more, but they kind of put me in touch with people and I'd already seen their work, and some people I approached my own at these kind of events, craft fairs, where they were, beautiful products. So yeah, basically through that.
And what was your inspiration? Like, what drove you to start doing this?
That's a big one. What we're doing to the planet is absolutely terrifying and horrific, literally horrific. And unless humanity radically changes our ways and improves our appalling carbon footprint, environmentalist scientists are saying if we don't radically change, and now, we are doomed species. And global warming is real. There are not people who are in denial about it, but it is completely real and it is man-made. And not just that, the one-time use of plastic. You know, you have something, you eat a burger, you throw it out. K-Lite, for example, is just horrendous. Plastic is horrendous, and it can last for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, 650 years for HDPE plastic that you've used once. It's just horrendous. And because for the last 3 years I've literally been grubbing around waist deep in the Pomona municipal dump and recycling centres. That's amazing. It is horrific when you see what we are doing. And so this was really an educational, so it was improving the livelihoods of the people I'm working with and educating people about what can we do personally, because it's up to each of us, you and I. What can we do to lessen our carbon footprint?
Right, that's amazing. It's amazing because the Pomona issue is, it really needs to be
and burning every year. The fumes from there are so incredibly noxious, and it's a crying shame because if it had been set up where we could have been getting methane gas, we would be powering thousands of households.
That is true.
So it's waste of energy, and what's happening is instead of being energy, it's pollution. So with the exhibition, this is just really the draw card, and this is so funny because it's the biggest.
Can you please tell us what else does the project involve? I mean, you're looking at these pictures. What is the story behind these pictures?
Well, this is again. So the project has lots of. It's actually a roving exhibition. So it's a roving exhibition which is selling stuff as it goes, promoting artists as we go, as well as educating them. So I've given loads and loads of tours through each of the exhibitions. It opened at the National Gallery, the EU ambassador opened it, then it was there for a month. Then it moved to another gallery, then it moved to Shopper Festival, then it moved to the Cultural Show, and now it's at Haifa. So the different
Is this your first time exhibiting?
At Haifa, yes. So it's the huge big walkway. Then we have this amazing section which is people in their rubbish. And so I just got families and I looked at different economic demographics. So I looked at high income, medium income, high density and rural folk. And I said to each family, please would you keep all your rubbish for 2 weeks? Absolutely everything. So the higher income people, if they were working in town and if they were eating stuff, please bring back everything you will purchase, every bit of waste. So of course it's just astounding. And then, obvious, the more money you have, the more trash you have.
Yeah.
But the overall thing here that's so shocking is the amount of plastic containers. So yeah, so it was just an interesting look at what we all produce every 2 weeks. And
so this is where you started from?
So the whole project, the whole exhibition always consists of the families and their trash. Then we have the poster section, which is environmental posters. And if you look at them, they all have, sorry, this is still putting up stuff. They have a photograph me icon on them. So it's take-home information. So then we kind of went with Environment Africa because elephants are dying from ingesting plastic, eating from the municipal dump, which is just a tragedy. They now luckily have raised the money, so they've put up a fence. But this is happening all over Zimbabwe. So it's pretty sad. It's just shocking. It's the most agonizing slow death. And it's not just animals, it's baboons, it's fuck, it's monkeys, it's everything that eats off a dump. So the environmental posters are the other section. Then every time I move, I have a competition amongst the artists. So this time, I don't know if that's space, but we look at what they've done now. I gave them each a wheel rim, a used motorbike rim, which I'm using to design these lights with. And these chandeliers with them. What see these chandeliers? These I'm absolutely in love with. So this is soda can bottles.
You guys, this is amazing.
Aren't they beautiful?
So pretty.
So yeah, so with the artists for this competition, and then they get the winner gets a prize money and then gets to also sell this.
An annual thing.
No, it's every time we move. I've had a competition with a different group. So this time it's been all of you can use a wheel rim and found objects. And then each time we move, we bring in different craft and art. And then once I actually put the wallplay together, it's so beautiful. And I realized I'm doing the wrong thing. I am making people go, wow, we can make pretty things from our rubbish, which is not what the project is about at all. It's about a much deeper thing about what do you buy? Why are you buying it? How do you dispose of it? So that's when I got the idea to do the TV section, which is across there. So I designed those viewing pods on them, which are all upcycling and recycling stuff. And then Capri were just awesome. They gave us the TV and designed that beautiful TV tablet from pallets. So they kept with the upcycling idea.
Wow, that's pretty interesting and amazing.
And then this bird, can we go to the bird? So this bird is called the Midway bird. And this was that I asked whoever was interested of the 12 artists who would like to do a collaboration. 5 of them said we'd love to do something. So after I showed them a lot of environmental films, this is the one that touched them the most. And it's just the most shocking documentary about the Midway Island, which is slap in the middle of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, River Island. And loads of albatrosses are ingesting plastic. Actually, they're just shocking photographs of the parents feeding the babies with all these lovely little bits of microplastic, thinking they're brightly coloured fish. And then they die, very painful, slow death, because they can't regurgitate it. So, and then when you see them, you see just the skeleton, the feathers, and then their stomachs. Of course, this doesn't biodegrade. Everything else does, but not the contents of their stomach. So what we did with the 5 artists was we went with my truck into the municipal dump, loaded up 2 loads of stuff, and what did we see the most of? Shoes. Shoes and actually women's hair. Women's braids and women's hair. And shoes. So we picked up the shoes, and then of course all the plastic. And then this was so lucky, because it looks exactly like guts, like intestines. This was when one of on one of the burners of the dump, when it goes up in flames, this was just obviously piping, plastic piping that all just melted. So this is the midway bird, and then we found the beak is from an immature eland. And they're royal game, not eland, kudu. Why are they on the dump? How did that get there? You know, what's the story behind that? So this was one collaboration piece, and then they're also doing a collaboration piece behind us, which is a wave of garbage. So for the next 5 days they work on that journey. If you want to see that. So we walk. So we walk.
So now we're moving on to the artists, and we're gonna go see what they're doing. Follow me.